winning time training was 4:08.8, and now they're at 3:59. Huge progression.
Huge, as you say, yeah. And as luck would have it, brings us seamlessly onto the junior men's race. What is going to be absolute fireworks in this one, I'm sure. Well, Jonty Williamson, not a great quali session from him yesterday, going for his 4th win in a row. The only rider, 5th win in a row, excuse me, the only rider left in the UCI World Cup undefeated so far this season, Jonty Williamson for Yeti. So he'll start relatively early in proceedings here. May have a big old sit in the hot seat if all goes according to plan, but that's a big if. Rowan Cross from the UK, getting ready to get us off here. And rolling in the UCI Junior Men's Downhill World Cup from La Thuile in the Valley d'Aosta. Let's take a walk on the wild side of Mont Blanc. Monte Bianco watches on as Rowan Cross in the UK sets about these opening corners, Mark. And we talked about before the junior women's race. You reckon there's time to be made in these relatively straightforward but high-speed turns?
Yeah, like this piece stuff, as I alluded to, I found it really hard to.
It's alien territory for a British rider, isn't it?
Because you're not used to going 50-odd Ks an hour. Oh, you got
big pull then, slams through that right-hander, Rowan Cross.
Oh, we saw Loic Bruni pull that in the finals last year. It's a big risk line, and we've seen a few shots of that this weekend. A lot more riders seem to be taking on that gap.
Yeah, Cross ended up 10th in Leogang a couple of rounds ago. His standout result of the season so far, having a good go at this one.
He gets high there, dabs a foot in the middle, but struggling to get clipped back in, I think. But he didn't lose any speed, he's just a little bit messy on the exit.
Yeah, then misses that pull there across into the left-hander, and that's just what can happen, you hear.
Oh, he looks good, this full commitment down there, gaps over that blind crest. I think that's a bit of a theme here, as a lot of the crests are actually blind.
Big pull across there, Rowan Cross getting these gaps ticked off.
It looked sick, that, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm excited about this. It's going to be a good junior men's race. We're only halfway down the first run of it. Rowan Cross from the UK, putting one together here. Pulls across there as well, and that rut has completely gone now.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of support. You've got to be careful with like too much speed, and there's not enough support for you to make your turn and get the bike slowed down. 51.7 through the speed trap. It's big speed already.
It's traveling. It is absolutely traveling. So,
oh, he linked that together really nice. Left-hander preloads, picks up over those big roots, pitches her into the right and jumps a step down perfectly. Really nice.
And we talked about UK riders maybe struggling with just the length of these big European mountain tracks. How can you train for that other than just spending time on them? Is there a way of doing it? No,
you can't. You can't. I think the UK riders are generally very, very technical riders. They're very competent technically. The problem is they come to this sort of vertical drop.
There's 20 times as much of it.
And they haven't got the arms to hang on. It's the physical side. It's the shock of riding at 55 Ks an hour. We don't have that. So, like you say, you need to get out at Morzine, do your hours on your bike, smash your runs in, and then slowly build up to it being normal riding.
Rowan Cross starting to look slightly tired here on the V10. You can see it's getting moved around a bit, but that's to be expected. Fastest qualifying time the junior men's yesterday was a 3:39.4 from Simon Juras, the Croatian. He'll be last to start today.
You know, that's it. You're getting 3 minutes in and your arms are turned into elastic. It's sheer determination. Yeah, I remember my first World Cup podium was at Mont Saint-Anne, and I remember being 3/4 of the way down, and I'm like, I couldn't even put my fingers on the brakes. I just had to hold the grips. I had no strength left, but you're just like too stubborn to give in.
Yeah. Here we go then, Rowan Cross down over this big finish line drop. It's nearly over. All he has to do is to get the bike slowed down now. Rowan Cross, first rider of the day, comes down over 3:40.7. So yesterday's fastest qualifying time was a 3:39.4. So Cross right in amongst it.
Yeah, right there.
Great to see Enol Torre Martinez,
1 minute.
the Spaniard, on course now. And it is something I always remember from our evening rides in the old days, the Enduro World Series. You go out and sections like that top section, those big, chunky, rocky piece sections. From the UK, you've never ridden anything like it, and you've got no markers or trees or anything around you to tell you that you're doing a lot faster than you should be doing safely. But 0.4 of a second off here at the fourth split. Torre Martinez. Spanish riders having a good time here. Angel Suarez Alonso, second fastest in elite men's qualifying. Are we going to see a new hot seat resident?
Both of them on V10s as well, is it?
Yeah. Second fastest, Torre Martinez then, so he's not going to displace Rowan Cross.
But still a great time, 4/10 off.
Yeah, still a great time. Cross not in the hot seat yet. If I were him, I would be running there. Nikolai Grip Haglev, the Norwegian. We saw him put together a really aggressive run in Lenzerheide. Big, strong rider on the bike.
Oh, he hops over there, really nice. And again, little pre-jump next to that Shimano banner.
Well, he was 1.9 seconds back. He's made some inroads into it. 1.6 now. You can see big, tall handlebars set up on that bike as well.
There's a massive rock in that little right kink before that left berm. I saw some nasty hits on it yesterday.
17 to go. Next up, it's the only undefeated rider left in the UCI Downhill World Cup 2026. Jonty Williamson. Can't wait to see what he has for this track here. The Thuile, Haglev down towards the line, the big Norwegian. 0.8 of a second off, so Rowan Cross's time holding up really, really well.
They're all stacking in there really tight.
Here we go though, Jonty Williamson for Yeti Fox Factory Race Team.
I think I heard that he's had a big crash and he was riding potentially injured her. So
yeah, we'll have to see. Well, no junior man has won the opening 5 races of a season. Can Jonty Williamson do it this week?
oh, he's working hard there. Hits that left hand berm really hard.
Nearly 0.6 of a second faster at the first split then. If he gets a win here today, it's a big if. We know he's riding injured. He'll be equal in career wins with Jordan Williamson and Asa Vermette as a junior already.
That's not a bad group to be joining.
It's not bad at all.
Hits that left perfectly, carries his momentum, just makes it look really easy.
You see the national champion sleeve on the turquoise. The iconic is a word that gets used too often, but in this sense, more than relevant for Yeti, that turquoise jersey.
It's definitely one of the most iconic colours in mountain bike historically, isn't it?
Yeah, some of the biggest names have been through that team.
Inside there, I don't know whether that was sort of, we'll just go with it.
Oh, just bent himself around the tree. Absolutely nothing between him and that pad there, but it worked for him by the look of it. Doesn't pull across there, but there's that really just flat left-hander. Manages to find some grip in it.
Doesn't seem to be many options there, does there, where it sort of spills you out.
2.4 seconds faster. Williamson on a run here again in 2026. 52.7 kilometers an hour through the speed trap on the Yeti.
It makes that look really nice, just links it up, hitting his marks and finding clean spots to turn. You see how he pulls over the roots, turns in the clean and straight onto the step down there.
Jonty Williamson up against it this week, perhaps more so than he has been so far this season, but he's coming up with some answers here in La Thuile. On the La Thuile Hell downhill course. Oh, nearly got sent straight over that turn.
Oh, he's close to rolling his hand off the bar there, held onto it really well.
I'm just wondering, we know he is riding injured.
Oh, it's a front flat.
It's a front flat. As he rolled the tyre off, is that what's happened? 1.7, still green. Yeah, the front tyre's flat on that Yeti by the look of it.
That's what happened. He got on his brakes and it tucked. The front wheel tucked.
Oh, still riding quicker than just about anyone else through there with a front flat tyre. Jonty Williamson, you can hear it now. It's completely gone, hasn't it?
In my experience, you can't do it with the front flat.
No, that is it.
It's done.
Well, we could be looking at the streak coming to an end here for Williamson. Still riding really, really well. Take nothing away from him. That is a horrible feeling. A front flat tyre as well as minging.
Yeah, it is.
Williamson through the Shimano banners. Yeah, 1.5 seconds back now. Oh, the streak comes to an end.
The problem is maybe he's got an insert in there, but it's still going to damage the rim. And then once the rim starts coming undone, spokes break, etc., it's got a shelf life, and that's not very long.
No, that is very, very eloquently put. But Jonty Williamson still going to do the big drop on a front flat tire. Gets it done over the line. Jonty Williamson, it's been a stellar performance. He'll be back for plenty more. Don't worry about that.
That's a shame, because he's obviously had a bit of adversity this weekend, and he was executing a fantastic run. And
yeah, but over the course of a season, Mark, you're going to have some bad luck, aren't you? Let's see if we can see where that tire went. But look at this, round this tree.
He didn't mean to go inside. He's just, it's a bit of overspeed, and he's like, you know, he's got to do a bit of instinctive riding there, and it worked perfectly.
It worked all right, yeah. But
yeah.
There you go, yeah. I think that's where it left him. Do you think it went on the way in there, or was it already gone?
I think it was gone just before.
Just before on the right-hander, maybe, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, next up, Leo Godin, French rider for Dragon Speed.
He's got the Captain America replica kit on. It's looking good.
It's looking good, yeah. 4.5 seconds back on the clock, though, for Godin. Heads down towards the line. New team for this year, Dragon Speed. They've been in the wars. Sister team of an endurance racing squad. Next up, though, Stan Nisbet. A lot of people talking about what this young man may have in his pocket for this race from the Tweed Valley in Scotland.
Yeah, just this top section there, it's all about tucking down and just trusting the edge of your tyres as fast as you can. Great line.
3.1 seconds faster already, Nisbet.
You see that high line there, how much it just made sense and carried speed in.
And again, that gap between 3 and 4, there looks to be a load of time in there for Lewis, prepared to risk it. This guy not scared of the trees whatsoever. They should be scared of him. Used to threading the needle with Reece Wilson. Back home in Scotland, here he comes down the line, and Stan Nisbet heading for the hot seat, and Thuile he is by 3.8 seconds, 3:36.9. Yesterday's fastest qualifying time was a 3:39.4. Nisbet into the lead in Thuile.
Great run. What a great run.
Love to have seen a bit more of it. Landon Duvall, the Canadian, leaves the star hut, and we have a new leader here in the junior men's Dyno World Cup. Oh, Landon Duvall just trying not to get bundled up there on the way through all those choppy compressions.
It was kicking around a little bit, wasn't it? Getting a bit lively.
It was getting a little bit lively.
Oh, nice there. Just skips over that, nails that left-hander.
He was faster as well, but half a second back now for Duvall.
And this is the thing. Like, Stan Nisbet was a little bit off at split one, built his lead, and now he's going the other way here for Landon.
I think we're going to see a lot of this today. Riders chasing it down, but here comes Duvall across the line, goes second by half a second. Well, we saw some big gaps forming in Lenzerheide out of nowhere. Here in Thuile, zero margin for error. Malik Boatwright, Continental Afferton.
Yeah, on the belt-driven bike, which is going to work well in this rough, steep track.
1.8 seconds faster, Boatwright, so the times are tumbling now here in Thuile.
Oh, it's really nice for those, carrying great speed.
1.5 seconds, he's lost 3/10, but the light's still green. That's the important bit. Swings out wide, and that corner is just getting absolutely blown apart now, that big left-hand berm. You can hear how quiet that bike is as well, belt drive, gearbox.
Takes some getting used to, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Not that I've ridden one, but takes some getting used to, like no noise.
Boatwright down towards the line. Is this our new fastest time here? And Thuile goes fastest by 1.7 seconds ahead of Nisbet. 3:35.1. Mark, we knew it was likely we would see the qualifying times go here today, but they've gone so early. Casper Hickman now, big finish rider for Cube, leaves the star hut. No, is there a rear flap?
Big moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it flat? No, it's not flat.
Wait, 1.3 seconds faster, so if it is flat, it's working for him. I just thought the way it kicked out on him, maybe the air had left that tyre, but 2.3 seconds at 4. No, there's still air in there.
It's not flat. He's riding way too aggressive.
Nicely done across that little transition. average 29% gradient here in Thuile. Casper Hickman, is he now going to go fastest? What a junior men's race we're having in Italy. 2.9 seconds faster. A 3:32 from Hickman. Just a reminder again, 3:39 was the fastest qualifying time from yesterday. In a season where we've seen times remain quite tight in the junior men's, they're being blown apart here.
3:32 would be 8th from men elite qualifying.
If you are a team manager with elite riders at the top of the hill, what are you radioing in up the top? Push, it's obviously the support's there.
It seems to be, doesn't it? With the times just tumbling down and down and down.
Next up, Janus Neef, the son of cross-country legend Ralph Neef. 5.9 seconds back.
Do you see how he just hung a little bit higher, just on the edge of the main line? Gives him a little bit more room to straighten out into that left-hand berm. Clever riding from Janus there.
I would expect nothing more of a Neef. His dad, one of the cleverest in the business when it comes to cross-country racing. Neef, former Swiss motocross champion. Heads down towards finish line. 7.2 seconds back. Didn't look like he did very much wrong from what we saw of him, but this one kicking off royally now.
Has he has an issue higher up would be my question.
10 to go. Boston Bryan from the USA. You're going to be from the USA with a name like Boston Bryan, aren't you?
Yes.
On the intense.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, really nicely done from Bryan. Pulls across there. 3 seconds back though.
Used a different kicker to bounce himself across there.
Another really fast young talent from the USA. They keep farming them out. Raced rounds 3 and 4 earlier in the year. Got 11th in Leogang. Bryan's done a lot of racing domestically in the States, the Monster Energy Pro Downhill Series, the America's Continental Series.
Great that he can come here and, you know, learn his craft, learn how it works on the world stage.
6.3 seconds then back. This is one of the danger men for today's race, Raul Schneeberger.
I've had word from DC, from Bergtech, that he's been having a great weekend. On track, loving it, so he'll be hoping for big things today.
Well, 1.3 seconds back. What does that turn into by the fourth? 2.8, but a young rider really at the start of his World Cup journey, Mark, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he's got guys in the team that are doing great things, and the team's, you know, first year in existence, it's doing mega.
It feels like there's a load of positive energy behind that Bergtech Santa Cruz Goodman squad. You've got Pomvian going well, Lisa Bouladou going well.
Yeah, and Raul will be feeding on that in the juniors, and
yeah, third place at the minute, and importantly as well, a really good setup. Santa Cruz V10, Olin suspension, Bergtech parts. That's important for a young rider to get on a really stable platform.
Absolutely, you want to trust your equipment, and it's so important to.
Well, Noé Forlan, 7 to go, leaves the start hop.
Look at that view at the start.
Oh, absolutely stunning, yeah. Forlan, another Swiss rider. We've seen him be ultra aggressive this season.
Oh, really nice through that left-hander.
Time's just stabilising a bit though, Mark, over the last few riders. Well, he's now trying to push too hard. 3.5 seconds slower, Forlan through there. It seems to be a bit of a tightrope to walk here in Thuile. Down, across the line, Forlan. 4 seconds slower into 4th place for the Swiss rider. Not going to be his day today. Is it going to be Asbe Callan Sex? Slovenian leaving the start hop. Oh, and he's down. Just slides out through that right-hander, and that turn, if it wasn't gone already, Mark, is now gone.
That's a shame we didn't get a split, an indication to see where he was at right now.
Yeah, time and graphics just catching up with us. Filippo Gigliardino then, listen to this. There's going to be noise the whole way down from the Italian fans. for the first Italian we've seen in finals today.
Look how fast he's going off there. Yes.
Yes, big pull across there.
That looks a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Detonates the second part of that berm. Giuliardino, this is going to be a huge day mark on his calendar. This one will have had a red ring around it. 9/10 of a second back of the time of Hickman.
Really nice through there, though. You see how he out wide and swooped down into that big catch berm. Looks really good.
And I guess as well, Mark, an important part of the tradecraft for these juniors, you know, racing at home in Italy here, that will have been a big one on the agenda for him, but it's learning how you deal with that come the day itself as well, I suppose. Absolutely.
You got expectation from the rider themselves, expectation from the family or mechanic, whoever the support crew behind him. It's a big day and a great day to learn, regardless of if you excel or you don't excel. Or you don't excel. Like, either way, you learn. Oh, he's really nice through there. Perfect.
Casper Hickman leads Malik Boatwright and Royal Schneeberger as things stand. If you're just joining us, Jonty Williamson, who was previously undefeated this season, front flat for him after a big crash in qualifying yesterday, so not his weekend.
A little bit inside there. We've seen that deteriorating on the outside. He cuts inside a foot, only a foot. It only needs to be a little bit inside of the main line and work really well.
Giuliardino, some great lines on track, but it's not adding up on the clock. 2.7 back, 52.9 kilometers an hour through the speed trap, but
oh, it's nice through there. It looks really good. Got a great style,
hasn't he? And just landed that absolutely perfectly. Big scrub whip off the top of that.
I didn't mean we needed more style, but I'm here for it.
He was like, oh yeah, watch this, Mark.
That was massive.
5 to go after this, man. Camden Rutherford up next. Not exactly unstylish himself. Rips round that right-hander.
You hear the tyres. That noise. It's so good.
So good. Filippo Giuliardino. Well, he gets the seal of approval from the commentary booth. If nothing else, it's not worth anything on the clock, but it's all we can give him. 1.8 seconds, though. He's found a second.
He looks like he's having a lot of fun, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. Smashing it. Nice through there.
Huge gap over there. Looked really good. It might come back to him. He's slowly creeping back into it. And
well, we saw that last year between split free and the bottom of the track. There was a lot of time to begin. Gets that big danger line across there on the right-hand side.
Yeah, he just hops up, opens up the turn, and then he can carry into that small little double over that creek out on the exit. Nice through there too. Yeah. Skips across there, no problem at all.
Plenty of energy left. Giuliardino, 3.2 back though, deceiving that.
Yeah, it's gone the other way.
It has gone the other way. Top 5 currently Hickman, Boatwright, Schneeberger, Forlan, Nisbet. I can tell you, Rowan Cross's time, first rider on course, is still holding up for 9th place as things stand. Giuliardino out into the open. Well, it's been entertaining. Big ride, big run. Great to see it get down the line, Mark. That was one of those ones that will have been an important one for him. Big day for the whole family, and great to see him get the bike to the line in some style.
I enjoyed that.
Here we go. This is where the highlights package of anything is. See him getting his way all the way over the back axle.
All the way off the edge of the tyre. So you're off the takeoff on your edges, leaning left, and then you've got to land, transfer your weight in the air, leaning right.
Here we go, wait for it. Oh. Ha ha! Absolute filth. You love to see it.
You know, if you asked an elite man to do that, he'd be like, no, don't be silly. Like, that's a risk I don't need to be involved in. Junior, all day long,
yeah,
no problem.
Send that easy. Race run, no baller. Camden Rutherford then for Axis Nuke Proof Racing. And I don't think it's gone his way so far. Just from our screens in the booth. Rutherford on the Nuke Proof, you know, doing a lot of work development-wise. Oh, he's got bobbled slightly on the entry there, and then just, yeah, dabs a foot and goes down.
He was coming in hot on that inside then, to be fair.
That is the definition of that crash started a long way up from where it actually then took place.
Yeah.
Here we go, talk us through it.
Yeah, he's coming in pretty hot. Like, his entry speed is high for that inside, and it's just got away from him. He's not managed to sort of pick a point there. he's going to get the tyres hooked up and get out of there, and she just pushed and down the hill. It's not a great place to crash when you've got that sort of flat traverse after as well. You lose even more speed.
I was just going to say, it's about the only flat section off the course that so all his speed's gone, but he has made some inroads back into it here, Camden Rutherford, the New Zealander. Well, we're going to rejoin the next rider at the top then, and it is one of the hot favourites for today, Luke Malon from the USA. Fourth here last year, Mark, but crucially, all the riders around him from that day are now moving up.
Yeah, so he's there. He was there or thereabouts last year, and I'm sure he'll have big hopes today that he can turn it on in finals now.
Luke Malon sets out then.
Taps down. You see how low he is down?
Really
He's trying to be as aero as he can.
Really clever riding from Malon. You can see just what the front end of the bike's being asked to do through there.
Kit opts to keep it low, doesn't gap between the two corners. It looked really good. Oh, you see the cloud of roost off the back wheel there. It looked amazing.
Hitting this really awkward left-hander. Gets a little bit of respite across the piste, and then it's back to Star Wars speed down into this really, really steep turn. Couple of big compressions on the way in.
So he goes high on the entry, squares across, keeps his feet on, looks for that catch on the way out, does it really nicely. Nicely
executed stuff from Luke Malon. Still a lot of track in front of him here in La Thuile, but it's going well so far. You can see just the braking bumps down into there. It's like a staircase. Big pull across there.
Oh my goodness. See, he's a little bit too hot. It took him a while to get his brake in, get gathered up. Lost a little bit of speed in that right-hander, but it's pretty exciting to see his over that crest.
I mean, he's half a second back, but it's all action stuff from Luke Malon. What a set of elite races we're setting ourselves up for here in La Thuile, given how fast the juniors are going. This section just having to open the knees up slightly, let the bike work.
That's that left-hander, so it's all pushed, the top of the rut is pushed away. It doesn't look like you can really commit to it very much.
A bit of, he's 1.2 seconds back in the fastest time of Hickman. Hickman's time looking good now. Free to go after this, man. Yeah, on that, we talked about the turquoise of the Yeti, the bright red of a factory intense bike. Bit of pedigree in there, Mark, as well.
Oh, absolutely. These intense have won at every level, elite men, elite women, and it's great to see they've got Luke Malon here on the big intense. It's a great bike.
Yeah, developed that bike alongside Aaron Gwynn and Dakota Norton when they rode for the factory entry, and the big emphasis was really to make it, like the V10, a neutral bike that could work everywhere. And oh, just to sit into a hole there, Malon.
You see how far back he's trying to drag his heels on the floor to get that thing gathered up and slow it down.
1.4 seconds back at the third split for Luke Malon. Free to go after him here at the UCI Downhill World Cup in La Thuile. Junior men. And the times have just stabilized slightly. We saw in the mid-pack they tumbled rider after rider. It's currently Cube Factory Racing's Casper Hickman who leads Malik Boatwright of Continental Atherton. First and second, fastest time of 3:21.1, well underneath the qualifying times from yesterday, which will be telling the elite team managers a thing or two. 3 seconds back now, Malon. This one's fading away from him, and I think he's just getting tired now, getting caught up in some of the holes.
Yeah, I think you lose a little bit of that intensity when your arms start to go away. It's really hard to sort of overcome it and gather it back up and still be aggressive if you don't feel safe.
Yeah, see, Malon down the line, 4.8 seconds back on the time of Hickman. But some lovely bits of work up here, Mark.
Yeah, he looks good, doesn't he? The bike's working hard up there into this big right.
Tell you what, he's getting some support from that Fox 40 fork through there. It stayed up in the travel, didn't it?
Maybe that's a sign of how stiff these guys are running the bike, you know, to cope with what they're being thrown at them.
Yeah, Supercross style suspension here to deal with this Italian track, and it's an Italian who gets us into our top three then from yesterday's qualifying session. Thomas Bruno of MS Racing, Marcus Stuckel's squad.
Just a little bobble on the front in the middle of that turn, and then he gathers it up and does a little pre-op on the way out. Punch him.
Oh,
you heard it. Did you hear it?
Yeah, you heard it go. Oh, Thomas Bruno at his home race hangs his head. The MS Racing squad have tasted junior men's victory in the past with Ollie Clark last year. Not going to be Bruno's day today. Knocked out by a puncture.
Yeah, and it almost sounded like it wasn't necessarily like a pinch. It was like a slice.
Yeah.
Because it went flat, instant.
Well, we are seeing a load of braking bumps form on the way into that right-hander, and I wonder maybe there's just rocks starting to hang in over the top of them, or something's come out of the ground maybe.
I mean, he's thinking of the equipment, isn't he? Because I would have been like, I'm going to keep on cutting on until she falls off. And he stops.
You have slightly more UCI Downhill World Cup experience than Thomas Bruno, to be fair.
But he do you know what I mean? He got his flat and he's like, oh no, it's over.
I think maybe the flat though pushed him wide for that entry. Possibly. I think he maybe realised that the bike wasn't going to get turned. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But you're a bigger critic than me.
I'm sorry.
He's a big guy. He's young as well.
He is a big guy, yeah.
Thomas Bruno for MS Racing then on the zero. We didn't even get into a stride to talk about how well the belt drive would presumably work here. You'd have to think we saw Malik Boatwright's Atherton certainly looked like it was
working really well.
Working real well. This sort of high frequency chatter, that is where that belt driven system. Here we go. You see where it goes. There, yeah. And there's a big rock. She's just knocked out of it as well. And that is the worst feeling in the world when you commit to a rut or a channel like that and there's just a boulder line in the middle of it, but oh, you feel for him.
There's nothing worse than flats in race.
No.
There's nothing worse.
Absolutely. Got it for Thomas Bruno. Well, 2 to go. Sasha Bryzan leaves the start hut in La Thuile.
Teammates of Valley Hall.
Yeah, and son of long-term Commensal employee, an all-round good guy, Nico Bryzan. Spent a bit of time with him filming for race bikes last year. And he told us then, he said, oh yeah, my son loves to go racing, and sort of flicked the eyes upwards, and you could tell he wasn't hanging around, and he's not hanging around here today. Bryzan super committed through there.
See, again, not opting to take, it's a high-risk gap, to be fair. Opting not to keep the wheels on the ground, carry his momentum through.
Carry good speed out of that corner. We saw Luke Malon absolutely detonate. 7/10 back on the time of Hickman. So Casper Hickman in the hot seat currently.
It looks really awkward to get across that camber with like loads of momentum.
You're waiting for a long time on that camber. You can't really pedal, you can't really brake. You're just waiting to get across it.
Oh, does that little gap out of there into that catch berm look really good.
So Casper Hickman, the man in the hot seat at the minute, has yet to win a UCI Downhill World Cup. That could change today. But he's got 2 big tests headed his way. Nicely done from Bryzan there, though.
Yeah, he looks good through there, really consistent. Carried his speed well.
It doesn't look as well, Mark, like he's overriding. Big pull across there, just to say that. Clatters a pull on the way through.
I like there's 2. So they do 1 in, load, hold the suspension low, and then pull and then go up over onto that little fire break road.
Your live drone giving us a really good idea of the steepness and the speed.
This is my favourite, this shot. Cool.
Yeah, and oh, really, really nicely done from Bryzan. Stayed really upright in the turn.
Yeah, committed to that turn that we think's not in good condition.
There's Cedric and Cecile Ravenel watching on the bottom. The masterminds of this young team. Commensal, Schwalbe by Lesor that are just on a tear in 2026. Casper Hickman, oh, big scrub off there.
Oh, he linked that up, that pre-hop over that brow into that left-hand berm.
Can Hickman become the first Finn to win a Downhill World Cup since Matti Leikoinen?
But the bike looks good, doesn't it? Like,
it does.
Really neutral. Just.
And as I say, it doesn't look like he's pushing too far off one side of aggression or the other.
No, standing tall, neutral position on the bike. As he delivers his input, it just seems to do what he wants it to do. It looks really good.
Bryson anchors up, tips it in.
2.6 back. No, Rick, it's not telling on the clock yet.
Maybe it's just that little bit too conservative. Everything's relative. Bryson, there's one rider left at the top. He needs to turn this run around now, Sasha Bryson. We know there's time between 3 and 4 though, but this man needs to find it.
Tight inside over that crest there. We haven't seen many do that.
No, look good. Oh, pulls the bike up over that little gap, does that little one, is on the way to the next split, 2.7, so he's lost a little bit more to Hickman. Hickman was electric through here.
Yeah, he must have done something special between sort of 2 and 4.
Yeah, 2 and 4 seems to be the window where the time is living today. Bryson heading down towards the line on the number 9, running out of track here in Thuile. Out into the open for the last time. Sasha Gabriel Bryson down towards the line, looking unlikely to be his day today. Hickman survives another. Bryson goes forward, 3.7 seconds back. The Finnish national champion stays in the hot seat with one rider left to go. Cedric Ravenel nods his approval. He knows that that was a good effort. And here we go, back to the top for the last rider at the top of the mountain in the Junior Men's UCI Downhill World Cup in Thuile, and it is Simon Juras, the Croatian. Juras, the qualifying time from yesterday has been absolutely obliterated already, but Casper Hickman leads the way from Boatwright and from Bryson.
1.6
back. 1.6 back here. Juras has got a huge margin to overturn.
Little push on the front in the middle. There's quite a few getting caught out right in the middle of that turn, and it would be pretty unnerving. Again, it goes in the deep in the kitty litter, pushes the front again.
17th in Lenzerheide at the last round. Simon Juras, his best performance of the season, really coming in yesterday's qualifying session. As I say, that time has been smoked already. Very early on in this race, actually, gets that right hand really nicely across there. Gets a thumbs up from Mark Beaumont in the booth.
Yeah, that was good. He linked it all up really nice.
Down through the trees now. Look how dusty and blown out it's getting down through here. Simon Juras needs to turn these lights green quite quickly here in Thuile.
Nice little inside there, staying out of that blown rut on the outside the main line.
What's this split going to tell us? 1.9 seconds, so he's lost 0.3 of a second, but he's just about still in the conversation here. Juras, 53.3 kilometers an hour through the speed trap. Oh! Huge crash for Simon Juras. Gets back up again, but a huge impact. Bike just dug in and spat him off.
I'd like to see a slow-mo of that again, because it seemed to just come from nowhere.
Yeah, it's as if he just stopped dead. Here we go, Mark. Oh, just got bucked onto the front of the stem, didn't he?
Something's gone on behind that bulk of trees that you don't quite see in that shot.
Yeah, and it's just stopped him, but that means that man on your screen now...
He's sitting, but he looks good.
Casper Hickman. This is going to be the first ever win for a Finnish athlete in Junior World Cup racing. The first in downhill since Matti Laikinen won the elite race in Champery back in 2007. The Finns on top here.
Matti Laikinen is my generation.
Yeah.
Grew up racing Matti Laikinen. Juniors went through juniors the same.
Well, as the nation of Finland celebrates, rightly so, we look back.
Oh, that was mega.
I mean, it's been coming for a couple of years now for Casper Hickman. Finally put it all together. Cube Factory Racing just quietly go about their business and get another UCI World Cup win. And this time it's for one of the biggest talents in the junior men's category.
Sasha Gabriel Bryson, quarto Raoul Schneeberger e lo svizzero di Santa Cruz, mentre quinto ancora Svizzera
wins the race from mid-pack.
Yeah, from mid-pack by 2.9 seconds ahead of Malik Boatwright. Great result for him. Sasha Bryson, good run to third place for him, professional ride. Jonty Williamson in 17th. Here's your race winner today.
Casper Hickman, your first win. How does it feel?
Hasn't sunk in quite yet, but yeah, incredible. Just super stoked with that.
And the first Finnish man to win in the junior field, how does that feel?
Well, amazing, of course.
How was the run for you?
One little mistake, but honestly, that's the best I could have done today. So yeah, I can't complain. Just happy to make it down with a good time.
Well, go and enjoy the celebrations.
Thank you.
Casper Hickman getting the win then for the overall. That means Jonty Williamson 86 points in the lead ahead of Sasha Bryson. And Mark, given how much winning Jonty Williamson has done, Sasha Bryson still right in the hunt for this overall.
Yeah, he's had a bad weekend, hasn't he? And you can see how quickly it can slip away. And he's got some work to do now.
Yeah, all of a sudden